We live in a world of constant change. Daily advancements in technology are assumed. Economies go boom and bust overnight. Population levels around the world expand by the minute. And war seems to be an all too familiar part of the evening news. You wonder what life will be like in the future, and if there will even be a future. The Bible says that this world has a use-by date. But it's not all bad news. For beyond tomorrow, there's a promise of hope. There are two major forces in society that directly affect each one of us: politics and economics. Of course, it's not just our local environments. We're buffeted around by the bigger players in the global community. Markets around the world get edgy whenever there's a run on Wall Street.
Europe also wants to be a bigger player rather than a collection of smaller markets. This economic logic is a major driver behind political moves toward the European Union. Headquartered here in Brussels and formed in 1993 by the Treaty of Maastricht, the European Union has three stated aims: a common currency, a common foreign policy and security policy, and a common justice and internal policy. The common currency has been achieved, but this is a long way from economic unity. Member states seem to put their own farms, workers and corporations ahead of European teamwork. Foreign policy is even more divisive. European countries rarely seem to agree on how to respond to the latest war or threat of terror. Each has its own views and internal politics, its own history and alliances. One thing most do have in common is that they have fought each other in recent centuries, often because of dictators' dreams of uniting Europe under their flag. And while a common parliament and courts have been achieved, member states don't look like giving up their sovereignty anytime soon. This lack of real unity would be no surprise to anyone familiar with the predictions of the Jewish prophet Daniel. Around 600 BC, Daniel predicted that Europe would not be united after what he called the Fourth Kingdom, that is, the Roman Empire.
But how could a Jewish slave living in 600 BC have anything meaningful to say about the 20th century, let alone European unification?